Boys, get out!
Get into TC Outdoors and get out. Get out there and catch a fish. TC Outdoors has everything you need. TC Outdoors, 246 Northside Drive East in Statesboro, or tc-outdoors.com, your hunting and fishing headquarters.
And welcome to the Georgia Southern post-game wrap-up show. I'm your host, Josh Aubrey, coming to you from Troy, Alabama, where the Georgia Southern Eagles have knocked off the Troy Trojans by a final count of 45-10. This game from the beginning was all Georgia Southern, although they did spot Troy a 10-0 lead and then came back to erase that and then some, controlling the ball throughout the game and coming out with a victory by a score of 45-10. The defense only allowing 3 points. The one touchdown that Troy did score came off a scoop and score early in the first quarter off Georgia Southern, but then they really put it in high gear, running the ball all over the place. Georgia Southern, a balanced attack once again. Let's send you right out and see some of the highlights. After a week off, the Georgia Southern Eagles hitting the field at Troy to take on the Trojans for the first time in Troy since Division I AA playoffs in '95. The Trojans marching downfield on their opening drive. Brandon Silvers to Clark Quisenberry into Eagle territory. That drive stalls. Jed Solomon kicks the 20-yard field goal to make it 3-0. The Eagles' first possession ends poorly as the ball pitched on the ground, scooped up by Demetrius Kane, who goes 19 yards for the touchdown to make it 10-0 Troy. The Eagles finally get things going after Kevin Ellison leaves with a minor injury. Fabian Upshaw comes in and he hits B.J. Johnson. Welcome back to the lineup for the 19-yard pickup. That would lead to the pitch on the far side to Matt Breida, who gets around for the score, and the lead is cut to 10-7. The Eagle defense playing tough throughout here. Caleb Williams comes up with the interception, setting up the offense in great field position, but they'd have to settle for a Younghoe Koo field goal to tie the game at 10-all at the end of the first quarter. To the second quarter we go. This time Kevin Ellison to Malik Henry. This good for a 35-yard pickup on the very next play. The pitch to Miles Campbell, who turns the corner and shows his speed. The 20-yard score, and the Eagles up 17-10. The defense continuing their pressure. Jay Ellison with a big hit for no gain. The Trojans try to go out of the Wildcat formation, but Ironhead Gallen with the stop in the backfield for a loss. Back on offense, and the Eagles going to the air once again. This time Kevin Ellison to a wide open James Dean for the 23-yard touchdown, and the Eagles would take a 24-10 halftime lead. We move to the second half. Georgia Southern picking up where they left off. Kevin Ellison turns the corner for a first down. The Eagles rushing for over 320 yards. This would lead to a 1-yard touchdown run here by L.A. Ramsby, making the score 31-10. The defense continuing to hold the Trojans in check. Antoine Williams and Tay Hicklin combined to knock the ball loose, and after review, the Eagles would take over on the fumble. To the fourth quarter we go, and Georgia Southern eating up clock, winning the time of possession by a whopping 43 minutes to only 17 for the Trojans. This drive capped off by a short touchdown run by Chaz Thornton. And then for the finishing touch, Rehad Jones will strip the ball loose from the receiver, and he goes 61 yards for the final points of the game as the Eagles roll by a final count of 45-10.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
The Sir Shop, Statesboro's finest men's fashions.
And after the game, we had a chance to talk with Coach Willie Fritz and some of the players about the Eagles' 45-10 victory.
We had a good week preparation. We came out and did our thing. We had a bad start at the beginning, but we finished up and came out strong and had a good second half too, with the offense taking up all that time. But we looked at film. We watched a lot of film. We knew they were going to do a lot of passing, and we knew it was going to be quick screens, and we knew it was going to be short passes. So we worked on getting out the ball, getting our hands up, and we also read stances and everything also. So we knew what we were getting into this week.
They were coming off a hot streak. I think they won their last 3 games. They really got a lot going with their offense. They settled down with the quarterback, and they were tempoing a lot of people. So we knew that this week tempo was going to be a big thing. And we weathered the storm after the first drive, held them to a field goal. And, I mean, besides that, they didn't get anything else on the defense, and that bodes real well for us.
How much does it help you when your offense is eating up the clock like they did, help you guys defensively?
There's no better defense than an offense that chews up all the clock. Because, I mean, after a certain point, you give the offensive coordinator for the other team nothing to do besides try to pass the ball. That's what we really want them. Let them boys up front get loose, and then we're going to stop them in coverage.
Feels great. You know, we needed this one. We took our first loss to App, earlier this year, and it's good to get back in the runnings for the Sun Belt. We need a few other things to happen for us, but this one feels good.
We to go out there and just play hard. That's what we did. Coach Roos, offensive coordinator, did a great job of just calling plays. Scheme-wise, everybody was good, and it was 100% on that. And we didn't make too many mistakes besides after the first play of the game, and that was good. It feels good. We got some great receivers. B.J. Johnson just got back from off a broken collarbone. It's good to have him back. He caught a couple balls. We just wish we wanted to spread the field out a little bit more, be a little bit more diverse offensively. People don't think we can drop back and throw it, but we did a couple times. Faven threw a couple great balls. Do one to James Dean. It's just good to be able to drop back and pass after you set up the run game.
Yeah, I thought we played well on all 3 sides of the ball. I thought another great job by Younghoe Koo in the kicking game. I thought offensively, I guess we had time of possession 42 minutes, and they had it 18 minutes. And then the second half, we bent early, and we had the touchdown off the fumble early, so I guess we gave up that first drive for 3 points. But other than that, I thought our defense played lights out. So just a tremendous job in all 3 areas. I thought our coaches, our managers, our trainers, and most of all our players, really, this is a 5-6 hour trip over here, and I thought they did a great job with their preparation. Those bye weeks, I've been doing this a long time, and sometimes you get too much time off, and you're kind of in rhythm, and it gets you out of rhythm, and I thought we used it to our advantage. We got healthy, and you take away the first 5 minutes of the game, we really played well. I told them after the game, how proud I was of them, and how they just come out and compete week in and week out, and that's a staple of this football program.
So once again, a 45-10 victory. Georgia Southern looking impressive on the offense and defensive sides of the ball. Next week, a tall task at hand. Georgia Southern hits the road for Athens to take on the Georgia Bulldogs. For now, that'll wrap things up. Hope to see you again next week in Athens.